Hey everyone, Chris here with more Stories in Cardboard. Today I saw a video by Don with Don's Field of Dreams, and one of the things he was talking about was appreciating the collection that you have. And I thought it was really interesting when he said, I'm going to show some cards today, and none of them are really big cards. And then he kind of caught himself and said, well, they're all big cards. If they're cards that you like and that you appreciate, you bought them for a reason. And it kind of gave me an idea of something that I'd thought about doing a while back. And that's making a video where it shows that you're never really priced out of the hobby. There's always going to be cards that you can't afford and things that you want but are out of your price range. But that doesn't mean you can't still collect really fun cards that you enjoy having. So with that, what I'm going to show today, I'm going to show a bunch of cards that you can either get for less than $10 or I recently purchased for less than $10. So if you haven't tuned out yet because you have no desire to see cards that are less or worth less than $10, let's go ahead and start showing them. The first card is this 1955 Bowman, Ray Witeka. He played center for the New York Giants. And he never missed a game in 10 years of playing for the Giants, and actually had Ray Witeka Day. One of the best centers of the time, and I think should probably be in the Hall of Fame, but you know, centers don't get any love for that kind of thing. From an eye appeal standpoint, I love the white football and the green background. I think I paid $7 for this card recently. Next, sticking with the 1955 Bowman theme here, we have Bucko Kilroy of the Philadelphia Eagles. He recently has gotten some headway for getting inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And that would be as an executive, I guess, with the New England Patriots. But he was also a member of the 1940s All-Decade team and is not in the Hall of Fame. Next, I have a 1959 Billy Wilson of the San Francisco 49ers. He was one of the best receivers during the 1950s. Again, this card was less than $10. He's someone that I do believe should be in the Hall of Fame also. Just a beautiful looking card also. Then I actually paid exactly $10 for this card. This is Harlan Hill. Again, one of your better receivers during the 1950s. He played for the Chicago Bears. I love that you can see the detail on his old Bears jersey here. Here's one I recently picked up for, I think it was $7. This is Bobby Dillon of the Green Bay Packers, a recent Hall of Fame inductee. I'll pick up a Hall of Famer from the 50s for $7 all day long. This was another one I paid $7 for. He's a Hall of Famer, Les Richter of the Los Angeles Rams. Great looking card there. This next one is a 1961 Fleer Jim Norton. He was one of the original Houston Oilers and was the first Oiler to have his jersey number retired. And he is also number 2 all-time in interceptions on the AFL list. Again, this card was under $10. Another 1961 Fleer. This is one of my favorite receivers that a lot of people have never heard of and doesn't get nearly the recognition that I think he deserves, and that's Pete Retzlaff of the Philadelphia Eagles. I love the green uniform there, and old Philadelphia Eagles stadium where they used to play. Franklin Field is in the background. Just makes for a great looking card. Oh, I did want to mention something about Ray Witeka real quick too. He was also the offensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers under Vince Lombardi when they won Super Bowls 1 and 2. For those that have watched my channel for a little bit, you know I like team cards. Here's a 1959 Topps team card of the Baltimore Orioles. They won back-to-back world championships in 1958 and 1959. Another team card, 1960 Philadelphia Eagles. This is from their championship year in 1960 when they beat the Green Bay Packers. And what I like about this is if you look at the guy wearing uniform number 11, that's Norm Van Brocklin. This is the only card that pictures Norm Van Brocklin in an Eagles uniform. $1960 Topps Ernie Stautner. You can easily get this for less than $10, probably even less than $5. Just a great looking card with some really nice colors, and you can really see the detail in the grass there. Let's see if I can get it a little closer where you can see the detail of the grass. And then I recently picked this up. I think it was about $6 or $7. And it's Bobby Lane, the blonde bomber. Just a great looking color posed photo there, and then the black and white action shot. I'll take a Bobby Lane card all day for $7. So you might be saying, okay, Chris, that's great. You can get some cheap football cards or some inexpensive football cards, but I only collect baseball cards. Okay, that's fine. I have this, which is a 1958 Topps Danny McDevitt. He was the last winning pitcher at Ebbets Field. He pitched a complete game shutout that day and also pitched the last pitch at Ebbets Field. A 1958 Jackie Jensen All-Star card. Just a great player who kind of retired early because he did not like traveling by airplane. Great player for the Red Sox in the 50s. This is a 1962 Topps high number, Jack Sanford. I paid, I think, $5 for this recently. He had a streak in 1962 where he won 16 straight decisions. And also, unfortunately for him, he was the losing pitcher in Game 7 of the World Series, lost to the Yankees' Ralph Terry. This is a really inexpensive way to get some really great players. This is from the 1960 Fleer set, Lefty Gomez. It's a great looking card there of the Yankee pitcher. You can get those easily for less than $10. From the 1961 Fleer set, here's one of Charles Comiskey, owner of the Chicago White Sox. It's an interesting card here from 1961 Fleer also, Ban Johnson, who was responsible for the start of the American League and building the American League in the early days. Ewell Blackwell, 1951 Bowman. He was nicknamed the Whip and had a couple of really good years before having a little bit of arm problems, and was actually considered one of the best pitchers in baseball for a couple of years. 1956 Topps Roy Sievers. I love that action pose in the back where he's falling against the fence. I guess trying to catch a fly ball or something. And then this 1956 Harvey Haddix, pitched 12 perfect innings, but ended up losing in the 13th inning. Again, I love the action shot here. It looks like he's tripping over the first base, and it looks like he's about to do a face plant. Harvey Haddix was actually a really good pitcher, too. I think he was a 3-time All-Star. Potential future Hall of Famer Ken Boyer here. One of the better defensive third basemen to ever play. I paid $7 for this, I think, 3 months ago. Here's a 1977 Topps Carl Yastrzemski. This is a Turn Back the Clock card that commemorates his 1967 Triple Crown year. It's a regular 1977 Carl Yastrzemski. Again, you can get that for under $10. A World Series card that celebrates the Cincinnati Reds winning their second of back-to-back World Championships. That 76 team was a really, really good baseball team and one of the better offensive teams in history. Just a great, great team that doesn't really get enough recognition these days. One of my favorite cards of Thurman Munson, a 1978. I just love this pose of Thurman Munson here, his second to last card. And then probably my favorite looking Reggie Jackson card, again from the 1978 set. To me, that's just classic Reggie Jackson. That's the pose I think of when I think of Reggie Jackson, and I love the All-Star Shield from that set. And then the last card I'm going to show is a 1971 Topps Super card. Let's see if I can get this in here, of Luke Walker. And you may be thinking, who is Luke Walker? Well, he played for the Pirates, and he threw the first pitch of the first ever night game for a World Series, and that was in 1971. That was Game 4 of the 1971 World Series. He threw the very first pitch for a night game in World Series history. And in case you're wondering, Paul Blair was the batter. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some encouragement of realizing that you don't have to spend a lot of money to collect some great cards and to build a great collection. I appreciate you watching, and we will see you next time.